Richard.
Hey, you guys.
Really? Really?
Why not?
Okay,
I'm
look,
over here doing the truffle shuffle.
Listen, I have a serious question for you. This is really important.
No, I will not have sex with you for money.
Okay, that's fine. Anyway, here it is. I was watching a television show about the zombie apocalypse, and this was like a Discovery show or something like that, talking about
Jersey Shore.
No, it wasn't Jersey Shore. It was a Discovery show type thing that really was talking about preparing the humankind for an actual zombie attack. And I got to thinking about this. You know, what would I do in that situation? And then I thought, it doesn't really matter. What would you do in this situation, Richard? What would you do if there was truly a zombie attack?
Thought number one is to make friends with every fat person I know and just trip them.
Really?
And second of all, I would sit in a corner in the fetal position screaming like a little bitch. And now, being recorded in Kirk Cameron's morbid sin dungeon, it's the Buzzkill Live.
I feel it coming on. I know there's something.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Buzzkill Live, episode number 13. Yeah. Are you excited?
Yes, I am very excited.
Welcome back from vacation. Chris Knight's back, everybody, and joining us again this week.
Yep.
Because last week was weird doing this by myself.
Yes, it was. I listened to the show, and it's very weird.
It was like my first time I masturbated, which, by the way, happened in a thunderstorm.
That's weird.
Wait,
what?
Yeah, the first time I masturbated, it started thunder and lightning. I thought God was pissed.
Well,
That's all I'm saying.
Well,
So, how was it getting your cat spayed and yourself neutered?
well, it was great. Layla's doing quite well now. She's wandering around the apartment, looking at me like I had just killed her family. So, yeah, it's really
You
good.
took my ovaries. I'm going to take your freedom.
I'm really afraid that I'm going to wake up one morning and she's going to be sitting on my chest going,
half paint, like the half painted face, like William Wallace and Braveheart. I
yeah,
gotcha.
and Kittler's going to be there with her. So that's what I'm afraid of.
For the fans who don't know about Kittler, oh my God. There's a cat that roams the neighborhood.
Yep.
And it seriously has a Hitler mustache.
It's all black except for a white,
Facial
stripe
part
down the nose. And then right underneath the nose or right on the nose, there's just a black patch. And it looks like Kittler. He looks like Kittler. We call him Kittler. And he's cute. He's cool.
He's also going to lead the revolt over the cats versus dogs situation.
Yeah,
I feel that coming.
That's the only problem.
The only downside, at least George Lopez isn't doing the voices.
That's very true.
All right, guys, we have a big show planned for you today and a bigger week ahead because we've got something really special to talk about. Before we get on to today's episode, let's talk about this week.
Okay.
It is Valentine's week.
Yeah.
So Friday night, the Buzzkill Live.
Yep.
For all you single people out there. All you single ladies.
Okay. Just
I'm sorry.
tell them.
I'm in a good mood. We have a show that is going to be based off the Delilah show.
If you guys know anything about Delilah, it's all happy and nice. Everybody wants to be.
So what we want you to do,
right,
is get this opportunity to send us your worst date story.
Yes, and do it, please, for God's sake.
And on our Valentine's Anti-Delilah show, which is our tagline for that show, is the Buzzkill Live, our middle finger to love.
Yep, absolutely.
Send us your worst date stories, and we'll read them on the show as the show progresses. We're going to do a normal show, but everything's going to be all lovey-dovey and fuck you. That's pretty much how it's going to be. Also, this week we have the next part in the hashtag The Journey Continues. Lonely and Jealous, the story of my left hand debuts this week. Ask August debuts this week. My God. Hall of Hotties, Hall of Hunks. It's going to be a good week.
Yep.
Now let's talk about today's show. Headlines.
Okay.
We are going to dive into the weirdest news stories of the week, and my God,
they're good.
They are weird.
They are. They're forked up.
It's one of our biggest headlines ever. We're also going to have a nerd debate, and this week's nerd debate is huge. This week's nerd debate, I even promoted on our last episode.
That's right.
Here's the questions. Just want you to sit and think about it before we get to the nerd debate. You guys can chime in with comments on thebuzzkillmagazine.com or send us an email at thebuzzkilllive@gmail.com.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, so the nerd debate topics is Applejack from My Little Pony. Does she make moonshine?
Wow.
And does Rainbow Dash run it?
Do you really think we're going to piss off some bronies?
No, I think we're going to make them like us even more.
Oh, well, that always is good, isn't
And
it?
How did the Smurfs repopulate before Gargamel made Smurfette?
Well, that's easy. I can tell you exactly. Oh, wait, that's for nerd
That's
debate.
the nerd
Sorry.
debate.
Okay.
Also today, the return of everyone's favorite asshole doctor, Dr. Science.
Doc Science is in the building?
Dr. Science is in the building.
I haven't seen him in a while.
I know, and that means little Billy. Ooh. Oh, God. Also today, we have an FML.
FML?
FML.
Oh, God.
And a new segment.
What is his?
Asshole Stereotype Theater.
Oh, hey, I read about this. Yes. I read about this in the last thing that went out across the desks. Yeah.
Yeah, the last news bulletin.
Yeah, actually,
came
yeah.
across the Factstrola.
Yeah.
Shout out to our friends at WrestleCrap.com.
Yeah.
We are doing it's going to be theater about those people you just want to smack upside the head with a giant frozen chicken. Find out more later in the show about that. All right. We will be right back after headlines. Ladies and gentlemen, grab a drink. It's going to be a fun show.
Yes.
We'll be right back. Are you wanting to wear your nerdum across your chest just like Superman did that giant S? Maybe you want to be kicking it a little bit old school and show people that you're retro cool. Visit the Buzzkill blog store, and for just $15, you can do both. That's right, just $15 can get you the hottest shirts on the internet. Visit www.thebuzzkillblog.spreadshirt.com.
The sweet spot, I see it in your eyes.
It's your weekly dose of headlines. All right, it's now time for that part of the show where we go and try to find the weirdest news we can find from across the globe. It's now time for headlines.
Yay! Hey. News. Sounds good to me. Let's do it.
Did you say yay, eh?
Hey, yeah, hey. You know what
Oh
I mean,
my
eh?
God, what are you talking about?
Get in the van, you hoser, eh?
What
Come
are
on,
you
eh?
El Dorado Moose Knuckler. All right, so let's kick off these weird news stories. Have you ever flown in an airplane before?
Yes, I have flown in several airplanes.
All right, this is going to get serious.
Okay,
and I'm
tell
going to
me.
ask you a question that only should be answered in public or in private.
Okay. Well,
And since it's just me and you and no one else listening right now.
right, of course not.
Winky face.
Right. Right.
Are you a member of the Mile High Club?
No.
Lies, I tell you, lies!
I'm really not. That's the one place I haven't had sex.
I've had sex in Denver.
Oh,
Yeah.
No. Denver doesn't count.
That's the last time someone scored in Denver.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks ago, and I'll
Okay,
still make
all
that
right,
joke.
all right, let's go.
All right, so you're not a member of the Mile High Club.
No, I'm not.
Nah, that's kind of sad.
Yes, it is.
Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned for sake. No. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. But apparently it's even worse if you deny her entry into the Mile High Club.
Really? What happened?
That's allegedly what happened Friday night on a Delta Airlines flight from Baltimore to Salt Lake City.
You're kidding.
The unidentified woman apparently had a few drinks and allegedly made sexual advances on a passenger next to her.
Oh, my God. Well,
When the passenger turned her down, she got angry and began making loud, expletive-laden threats. Another passenger caught some of the rant on their cell phone. The woman can be heard repeatedly threatening to fucking kill her seatmate and warning airline staff not to touch her. She also claims someone is holding her. Hey, lady over there, I need help. This guy is holding me. She can be heard saying to a fellow passenger.
oh, my God.
Yes. So if a woman hits on you in a plane for sex and she's a little drunk, tell my mom I said hi.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
Wow.
So this would be the only time I think you could get laid.
True.
Yeah, I mean it would be in a bathroom. It would be in a very small bathroom.
Are you talking? Wait, what are you saying? Are you saying that I couldn't get laid
In a bathroom?
in a bathroom on a plane?
No, but you'd also be the first person tripped if the zombie apocalypse happens.
That's true. Wait, you fat bastard. Okay.
And that's kind of
that's
funny
not
because
even-
I'm
that's
chubby
not
too.
even funny. So this is on a Delta flight, right?
Yeah, this is on a Delta,
flight.
This is
Okay.
why I fly American Airlines.
Well, Delta is wow. So was she a hooker?
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know.
Was she just?
She should have checked her baggage at the gate.
Yeah.
Hey-oh!
I agree with that.
Bad pun. Bad pun. Yes.
Very bad pun.
Okay, so as everyone knows right now listening, you own a cat.
I own a cat.
You got it from the Crazy Cat Lady starter kit from Duluth, Minnesota.
I did get it from the Crazy Cat.
But you do own a cat.
I do own a cat.
Now,
Just spayed.
So have you ever applied for a job and not got it?
Yes, several jobs and I got them.
Blowjobs do not count.
Have
you ever wanted to put the two together?
What, blowjob and a job together?
No, the job and a cat.
No, never put a job and a cat together, no.
Nobody likes being turned down for a job, but Javon Brown thought it was especially crappy. The 58-year-old St. Louis man decided to let his prospective employer know how he felt by sending them packages of cat poop via the U.S. mail. Investigators were able to sniff up 20 cat poop packages and connect them to Brown, a veteran. This is not a victimless crime, Assistant U.S. Attorney John Bodenhausen said in court on Friday. Bodenhausen later clarified that the victims affected included postal workers, people whose mail was adjacent to Brown's package, and the employees who received the cat poop, according to the St. Louis Post-Dispatch.
So what are we calling him, the Deuce Bomber? I mean, what exactly are we talking? I mean, that's...
The Litter Bandit. There's got to be so many crappy names you can come up with here. Shitzilla.
The Litter Box Bandit.
Don't worry about me. I'm the Litter Box Kid.
Oh, my God. The Litter Box Bomber.
The Feline Feces Fuhrer. That's it. Feline Feces Fuhrer.
Suck that, killer. Anyway, okay, so boxes of cat poop everywhere.
He sent cat poop to people who wouldn't hire him.
It wouldn't harm. Oh, so does he go into jail for this?
It doesn't really say.
Because, I mean...
Brown received 2 years probation on Friday after pleading guilty in August to a misdemeanor charge of mailing injurious articles.
That must have been an interesting question. I'm sorry, sir. Does this package contain a liquid or a...
I want to know how they discovered the cat feces.
Yeah, somebody had to open it.
Could you not see the postmaster general just sitting there with boxes? I'm wondering, this is how they detect people sending brownies to others.
I have not.
They probably just have some guy sniffing back there. We got brownies! So, sniffing the box thinking, oh yeah, this is going to be a food package, and then it's just poop.
Oh, that's funny.
That would be my story of life. That would be...
Well, wow.
All right, so to ask, one, so after your cat poop fiasco...
Yeah.
A hunger would build, I feel.
Yeah.
A hunger would grow inside.
Right.
How do you feel about the fast food chain of McDonald's?
Love McDonald's.
I don't.
Well, yeah, I kind of figure you did.
I'm not a big...
I know you're not a McDonald's fan, yeah?
So, this is kind of a serious one, but kind of funny, too. Shaniqua Monique Torres.
Whoa. What was that again?
Shaniqua Monica Torres.
Is that a real name?
Yes. That is her real name. Shaniqua Monique Torres.
I can't even say it. Say that 3 times fast.
Try saying that with a straight face.
I have, and it doesn't work. Go on.
So, the rejected character from the show, Martin, is very particular about her hamburgers.
Well,
very particular.
How particular is she?
She's so particular that when employees at a McDonald's in Grand Rapids, Michigan, goofed up her order twice in one evening, she expressed her displeasure by allegedly firing a gun at the drive-thru window.
Oh, God.
The first botched order happened Sunday evening when Torres, 29, and a female companion placed their order at the drive-thru window. Torres complained that the order was botched, and employees offered the pair a free meal the next time they came in. She and her friend returned to the drive-thru about 3 a.m. Monday morning and made the same order as before. When she discovered the order was incorrect again, Torres allegedly verbally confronted the employee and exited her vehicle. She's accused of shooting one pistol round into the drive-thru.
That's funny.
No one was injured. In fact, employees thought a coffee pot exploded.
Wow.
Torres' unidentified companion drove away from the restaurant and dropped off Torres and her McDonald's at home. It's not Burger King.
Oh, God. So, wow. Okay,
She's pissed because she just did not want pickles. That's my guess.
Well, I mean, come on. Who shoots a pistol at a drive-through window person?
Have you not heard about the 911 calls that people have made?
No, never have.
Okay, in Florida a couple of years ago, and this goes right with this. In Florida
Yeah.
a couple of years ago, this woman got pissed that she didn't get her Whopper her way. She
Okay.
wanted like a barbecue. Do you remember the barbecue
Yeah.
ones?
Yeah.
And she got so mad that she called 911 and told them that she wasn't getting her burger her way, and that was an emergency. Yeah. If you go on YouTube right now, look up Burger King 911 call. Okay, look it up after the show. But-
I will, because that's just funny. But here's what I think is astounding is this is two incidences of women.
Oh, men do it too. Men do.
I mean, well, yeah. I mean, but it's kind of creepy that it's two incidences that are women. Tell me about a man.
I can do that. I can do that. Have you ever partied?
Yeah, of course I have.
How big of a partier are you?
Oh, big enough.
The next couple of stories involve partiers.
Well, let's see it.
Yeah, buddy. All right, first story.
I'm listening. I'm all ears.
It took a squad of deputies wielding batons, a police dog, a stun gun, and a 10-minute melee to take down a suspect in
Okay.
in the throes of excited delirium. Conrad Hopper, age 17, was allegedly naked on Saturday as he attempted to attack responding deputies with a large clock. Now let me say that
Wait a
again. Clock.
Clock?
All right, C-L-O-C-K. Has
Hey.
numbers on it.
Hey, Copper, what time is it? What the hell? Seriously.
Do you want the hands on my large clock?
God.
Wow. Which had numerous sharp utensils protruding from its entire border. It's the second time in less than a week that the Palm Beach Sheriff's deputies have had to fight off a naked person on a violent rampage. Hopper's alleged victim, a 15-year-old boy, called deputies at about 6 p.m. after he said Hopper entered his home while intoxicated.
Okay.
Hopper reportedly touched the victim's face.
Okay.
And in my head, just really quick, I've got this mental image of this really just weird-looking naked guy petting him.
It's what I
Just
got.
stroking, yeah.
Yeah, that's what scares me a little.
And tried to remove his glasses. Then Hopper started shouting nonsense and took off all his clothes. The victim evaded Hopper by fleeing into the backyard where he jumped onto a trampoline and over a neighbor's fence. A la Ferris Bueller. When deputies arrived, Hopper was back inside the house completely naked. He was breaking random things inside the house and still shouting nonsensical things such as 5, 6, 7, 8, grandma, girlfriend, 1, 2, 3, 4. A deputy wrote in the incident report, Conrad was moving erratically around the kitchen with clenched fist and pacing aimlessly.
Okay.
And that's what happens, folks, when you listen to too much Flavor Flav.
God.
Yeah, boy!
Flavor Flav. Oh, my God. Well, I mean, do we ever get to the bottom of why this guy was he just having a mental breakdown? Or
Why was he naked?
Yeah. Why? Well, no. I mean, nonsensical stuff. Running around the kitchen, nonsensical stuff, touching a 15-year-old boy, which, by the way, was wrong.
Touching him in a weird, stroking his face.
Right. I mean, there's something not right with this Mr. Conrad, whatever his name is. I mean,
Conrad Bain. No.
Conrad, I mean...
Hopper.
Conrad Hopper. There's something going on with this guy. But then again, a guy with a name like Conrad Hopper, you kind of just expect that kind of stuff. I mean, I'm sorry.
He was subdued and given to keep going. Deputies told the person to lie face down. Instead, deputies say he sat down upright, then stood back up and moved towards them. He's put his right foot in, he put his right foot out, and he shook it all about. As the police dog was released towards him, he started to punch the dog with closed fists and tried to gouge out the dog's eyes.
Oh, poor dog.
Before kicking and punching at other deputies who tried to stop him. One deputy's arm was fractured as he continued to fight all 4 deputies and a dog. In the report, one deputy says he hit the teen several times with a baton in his back and rib area, but it did not change his behavior. So they used the stun gun on the suspect's back, which brought him to the ground so he could be restrained and handcuffed.
Damn.
Eventually, he had to be given a shot of Valium to calm down, which still had no calming effect.
Wow.
He faces charges of burglary, criminal mischief, resisting arrest, battery of a police dog, and several counts of battery on law enforcement.
Wow.
Yeah. And you know what he's going to get the biggest amount of time for?
What?
Punching Fido.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
I have seen the shows on Animal Planet. Those Animal Cop shows are terrible, but my God, you do something wrong to a pet.
You do something wrong to a police dog, man.
Sarah McLachlan is going to shove something up your twat.
Yeah, and it won't
That's
be pretty.
pretty much it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you don't. I mean, well, you
don't hit a police officer in general. There's a story from a few years ago, and it was I found it somewhere. Remember the scene in Blazing Saddles where the dude punches the horse?
Yeah, I remember that.
There was a guy who punched a horse.
Really?
I think we even did that on the show.
Yeah, I think we did. He
punched a police horse. Yeah.
Right. And that guy ended up like...
He got like 5 years in prison. This guy's fucked.
Yeah.
This guy's fucked. Speaking of... Let's continue on the...
Needless to say, killing a police dog is even worse. I mean, no, it's that you're killing a cop.
Speaking of police dogs...
Yeah.
Fred is a classic example of good talent gone to waste.
Tell me about him.
And we're not talking about the guy who makes really shitty YouTube videos. The Gulfport, Mississippi Police Department dog had the talent for sniffing out contraband, but he was lazy and too easily distracted.
Oh, God.
The department had to let Fred go back to his previous owners at Canine Unlimited in Louisiana. While on duty, Fred could be found playing with the soda can instead of doing the police work he was trained to do.
Poor guy.
Fred suffers from an extreme rare case of ADOS, attention deficit. Ooh, squirrel.
I love dog stories.
I gotta say,
I love dog stories.
I can't believe this dog just got let go. Like, you're just too lazy to do anything.
What did they do? They call Fred in the office and just say, "Fred, we're gonna have to let you go."
Oh my God! I mean, if it's like any police drama, I've got this mental image of the dog crying and handing his badge over with his paw. Like just a sad image. And,
I get this crazy image in my head where you got the dog facing another dog with stripes, Sergeant.
Sad day.
Wait. How do we know it wasn't Fred who sent the cat poop?
And now onto a party in Albany, New York. A college student in Albany, New York. Have you ever been so drunk you pissed yourself?
I can say honestly, no.
You know that's on my bucket list.
To piss yourself.
To get so stupid drunk.
You piss
One
yourself.
time I pee myself. Yeah.
Why is this? Why on your bucket list? Why?
Because I feel like everyone should have that night where they get so drunk they piss themselves.
I have had the night where I've shit myself.
And back to the story. A college student in Albany,
You brought it up.
New York, has been accused of pissing off a police officer by peeing on his head. Police arrested Noah McCall, 19, early Sunday morning while breaking up a wild party at Pi Kappa Phi brothers. I'm sorry.
Why'd you even? Okay.
I don't know, because I felt like being douchey. Officers showed up at the scene about 3:20 a.m. and observed several people inside and outside of the residence consuming alcohol and making a racket. Well, no shit. It's a college party. Holy crap!
Hey, if they weren't making racket,
Something
was wrong.
They
yeah.
killed somebody.
Yeah.
It would be crap, I can't think of the show. Pretty Little Liars all over again.
I'm sorry, officer. We were being too quiet.
What happens when Norman Bates take over a fraternity? Find out. Movie at 11.
Oh, God.
While the officers were shutting down the party, McCall allegedly urinated off the rear staircase directly onto a uniformed police officer.
Oh, man.
Police noted in the arrest report. The officer was taken to a local hospital to be treated for bodily fluid exposure. Shortly after the incident, McCall was taken into custody and charged with third-degree reckless assault.
Third-degree reckless assault.
Also in that party, Luca Quinn, 19, a resident of the home, was also arrested after he was found to be in possession of brass knuckles.
Ooh.
Yeah. Just to let you know.
He'll probably get off with a warning.
Yeah. Just to let you know, police also interviewed a kid by the name of Ostriker. He said that this was the best party Steve Stifler ever threw. So true. Every movie, there's some sort of pee joke.
Yep.
And I get so disgusted by it because it's always the second. It's in the second one too, where the balcony he pees off the balcony.
Yep.
Yeah. That's exactly what came to my mind.
Yeah. Yeah. That's.
At least he didn't super glue himself to himself. Now the brass knuckles thing, I don't get. I just don't get like why this person's like. I just got this mental image of a naked guy running around with a clock holding up brass knuckles. I'm just gonna combine every story now. Cat poop in the other hand.
With Fred sitting next to him.
Yeah, with Fred sitting next to him.
Fred sitting next to him. Oh my God!
And now our top story of the week. Dun 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 dun. Dun. Our biggest our stupidest news story of the week. I gotta say.
Well, let's hear it.
We oh my God! And to add to it, we now also have a list of other. Okay, I'll get to that in a second. After a 35. Okay, beware of the bird. Okay, first of all, have you used? Anything can be used as a weapon. Right. Schools classify weird shit as weapons now. Right. Do you know we weren't allowed to eat with spoons?
Why?
They were classified as a weapon.
Why was the spoon classified as a weapon?
I can kill a man 47 different ways with a spoon.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
I don't believe it. But anyway, go on.
If I had a spoon, I'd show you one.
Yeah. That's the reason why I think our cafeteria wanted us to get into fights. They give us sporks.
Hey,
sporks hurt.
Pencils were considered a weapon.
Yep.
Colored pencils were considered a weapon at our school. So anything can technically be a weapon.
So how did you guys write?
We didn't. Beware of the bird. After a 35-year-old man launched a frozen chicken attack on his girlfriend this week, a French court ruled that cold poultry constitute as a weapon. Let me repeat that for you. Cold chicken or turkey is a weapon. And gives a whole new meaning to French. What's the Cornish hens? The Cornish game hens?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you want to play Angry Birds for real, I guess that's the way to do it.
This is what happens when the user of Flappy Birds decides to take the app away from the nation.
Oh, no.
Speaking of that, really quick, before I continue on, there is an iPhone right now. The guy this game became really popular.
Right.
There's an iPhone right now on eBay you can buy for $80,000.
Okay, why?
Because it's got a copy of Flappy Birds on it. Because he actually pulled the app from the App Store.
Really?
Yeah. He was getting so many death threats. Back to the chicken, a weapon. According to French news site 20 Minutes, the man appeared before court in Vesoul on Thursday for aggravated violence. After hearing the details of the case, the judge deemed the frozen chicken a weapon of purpose.
You're kidding.
As the narrative goes, the man showed up at his girlfriend's house in Luxor in Pittsburgh while intoxicated. It's a French city. I don't know how to pronounce it. While intoxicated Wednesday morning. And the two got into an altercation. The argument became heated, and the man grabbed the frozen chicken from the 46-year-old woman's freezer and hit her with the bird. The court also heard that the man slapped and verbally threatened a woman.
Oh, my God.
The assailant was sentenced to 24 months in prison, 12 of which fall under a suspended sentence and probation.
Oh, my God.
The man had reportedly been convicted of violence against the same woman twice before. Though wielding frozen chickens as a weapon may seem like unusual food choice, food has always been used as other assaults in the past year. Last year, a Pennsylvania man beat his wife with a frozen package of beef. In 2012, a Florida woman attacked her husband with a bag of ice cream. I just want you to know this is the first time in the history of man that I've heard that a man is getting arrested for slapping a woman with his cock.
Hey, you know what? Here's a new television show, reality show, Extreme Food Fight.
Okay, now, I have got a list in front of me. We're going to continue headlines for a minute. Normally, wouldn't do this. But I have a list in front of me of the weirdest assault weapons.
Okay, read it on.
Sophie Gultry, age 19, of Winterport, Maine, was arrested for spousal abuse after allegedly hitting her husband with a spatula.
A spatula.
A spatula.
A spatula.
From Spatula City. Spatula City. Joel Parrish was accused in June 2013 of beating another man with his own prosthetic leg. You can't make this up.
That's funny.
A New York City firefighter was allegedly beat his wife over the head with an iPad. This really isn't funny, but it's like, out of all the weapons you could have had...
An iPad.
An iPad.
How expensive was an iPad? That's a very expensive weapon.
It's a $400 weapon, practically.
Yeah. Shit.
Oh, my God. Police say Joel Perez hit his brother with a cremation urn.
Oh!
It knocked out his brother and broke the urn, sending human ashes flying.
That's terrible.
Lynn Benson allegedly drove a bulldozer through his place of appointment. Oh, this is great.
A bulldozer makes a nice weapon.
Lois Goodman, a professional tennis referee, has been accused of murdering her 80-year-old husband with a coffee mug.
Wait, what?
Game, set, match.
Wow.
A suspect allegedly robbed a Naples, Florida Italian ice cream shop with a submachine gun on August 23rd. I don't know how that's funny.
No, I don't see how that's funny either. No.
This is on the list. Sarah Howell of Killeen, Texas, beat her boyfriend with a stripper pole.
Are you serious?
And poured cooking oil on him. It's the only time he had a virgin on him. Yes!
That's great.
And to continue,
That's fucking
Chris
great.
Messenberger brandished a sword and threatened to seriously hurt an elderly woman after she criticized the way he treated a book she had lent him.
Really?
Yeah, this is why I never let my friends borrow crap.
Yeah.
Attila Martin, age 80, helped thwart a robbery at her son-in-law's market by chucking mangoes.
Mangoes hurt, though. You ever been hit by
Yeah,
one? They don't feel good. Trust me.
Gardener Harry Cook, who defiantly stopped a man in a van from stealing his potted plants and flowers, calmly stood in front of their getaway van before ordering them to put the blooming things back. Badass. And there's a picture of him holding like a little sheath. It's great. Jason Dornhoff was arrested after he wrote a bomb threat on the back of a job application. Also send cat poop. Former Elvis impersonator Michael Conley blamed his diabetes for starting a standoff with Florida police, in which he threatened to use a weapon of mass destruction against him. He allegedly held up a vial of what he called ricin. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
He blamed his diabetes. You have diabetes. Has that ever made you do anything crazy? No.
Not really.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Investigators in California are trying to track down a man who robbed a bank with armed armed with pesticide.
I heard about that.
Yeah,
Oh
my God! Constantine was stuck in the neck with an errant arrow. He's got an arrow that's sticking right out of his neck.
Damn.
Yeah. I didn't know Green Arrow was a real person.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Clara Ann Blocker of Oklahoma was sentenced to life in prison for beating a dwarf to death with a crystal ball.
Is that really true?
This is not really... This shouldn't be funny.
No, it really shouldn't, but that...
I just got this whole Dungeons... Oh, my God.
Beat a dwarf over the head with a crystal ball.
Yes.
That is just...
Lisa Anderson violated the penal law. When the police showed up at Anderson's apartment in Watertown, New York, on a complaint of an unwanted person in her home, Anderson allegedly threw a pink dildo at the face of an officer. The sex toy hit him in the forehead.
That's great. That's great.
Oh, my God. I hope to God it wasn't the same cop that got pissed on. Would that not be...
That would be something. That would be something.
Oh, I'm thinking that's going to wrap up this.
That's great.
Oh,
That's
wow.
great.
I've read it all. I've officially read it all now. That wraps up this edition of Headlines. We are going to be right back with FML and a nerd debate.
Yeah.
It's time for Fuck My Life. Daddy said I needed to get a haircut. I told him it'll cut itself. Fuck my life.
I'm way too happy to be gothic. FML.
I want to sleep with my sister. Fuck my life.
I want to sleep with his sister too. Fuck my life.
Let's have an emo three-way. Fuck my life. And yours, baby. Become a fan of us on Facebook, The Buzzkill Magazine, or on Twitter at Craving Humor or at The Buzzkill Blog. Join us today in our world revolution.
traveling through another dimension. A dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind.
To boldly go where no man has gone before.
I am your father.
The Bears. The Bears. Sheila!
I swear to God, I'll pistol whip the next guy that says shenanigans.
Hey, what is going on here?
It's the nerd debate. So apparently I can't put the USB drive in the slot correctly, so I can't find my holes. I will tell you this, speaking of can't finding holes, it's time for the nerd debate.
Yes, it is time for the nerd
You can
debate.
never find a hole in my defense.
Shut
up. All right, so...
It's amazing because I have like 6 lawyers working on your holes. Defense. Holes. You know what I mean.
Lawyered. All right, so... In this edition of the Nerd Debate, you know how this works. We get nerdy topics. We debate them. We have fun doing so.
That's right. We do.
And you guys get to chime in via Facebook.
Right.
Via Twitter.
Right.
Via MySpace. Via Bebo.
Yep.
Bebo.
Yep. God.
And via AOL Messenger.
That's right.
Okay, so let's start with this first topic. And I've been dying since last week since I announced these topics on the last episode. The first topic is from My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. Chris
Really?
Knight.
Oh, God.
This first topic is
I'm listening.
Applejack loves apples.
I know she does. That's all she raises
Yes.
is apples. I mean, if you want to know the truth, that's all the ponies eat, which is really kind of weird considering.
They also eat grass.
Oh, they do eat grass, but still. Go on.
Speaking of which, I think that's what I'm going to watch this evening when we're done recording.
What?
Applejack makes everything with apples.
Yes, she does.
One of those items could be a certain liqueur that is illegal to make. That liquor being apple pie moonshine.
No, are you saying that Applejack is...
Does Applejack make moonshine? And is Rainbow Dash Herbo and Luke Duke? That is that's our first topic.
Well, okay, I do not... Okay, look, let's... All right.
Let's break this down.
Okay, so we got Applejack. She
Yes.
works on an apple farm.
Who's a country girl?
Who's a country girl.
Yes.
And immediately you see how everyone acts. I mean, come on, Pinkie Pie just all screwed up. And I mean, it would not be hard to say that she distilled apple pie moonshine. I could see it happening. But Rainbow Dash is just too cool to
run it?
Yeah, I don't think she'd run it.
I have to disagree with you wholeheartedly.
Okay, why?
Number one, Applejack does make moonshine. I am 100% behind this argument.
Well, where's your evidence as to why she makes moonshine?
Have you not seen the reaction of Pinkie Pie?
I have seen Pinkie Pie's reaction, but I credit
that is a cross between that and ecstasy.
I credit that to acid more than anything. I mean, I'm sorry.
Have you ever mixed moonshine and X?
No, never have.
That's what I'm saying.
So you're saying that Pinkie Pie is the evidence?
Pinkie Pie, Twilight Sparkle, Rarity, and Applejack herself.
Twilight, first off, hold on.
I will tell you this.
Twilight,
if Fluttershy drinks apple pie moonshine, she becomes a Flutterslut.
Okay. Twilight Sparkle. First off, Twilight Sparkle, way too goody two shoes.
Twilight Sparkle,
way too goody horse hooves to be anywhere near apple pie moonshine. Okay, I'm sorry.
She's the type of girl who says she doesn't drink, but behind closed doors, she is a fucking partier.
No.
She is the type of horse you would see on Ponies Gone Wild.
No. Rarity would be the one.
No.
Rarity would be the one.
Rarity's just an uppity bitch.
Twilight Sparkle, though. Twilight Sparkle is your librarian nerd chick. She might drink a glass of wine, but she would never touch moonshine.
Rarity drinks the shine. Rarity and Twilight Sparkle drink the moonshine.
All right, so why do you say Rarity drinks the shine?
Because she's got to get out of her uppity bitch phase. That's how she does it.
Okay, so here's the next question for you. You say Rainbow Dash is the runner.
Rainbow Dash is the Bo and Luke Duke.
So why is it that we ever seen her carrying anything that looks...
Why haven't you... That explains it. You've never seen it. But doesn't prove it's not there.
Well, right, but I mean...
She's so fast. She just delivers it. You don't think they're going to show anything illegal on My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, do you?
I still think Rainbow... I can't see this. I mean, I can see Applejack doing the apple pie moonshine.
But who's delivering it for her?
Well,
It's not going to be Fluttershy. It's not going to be Twilight Sparkle.
I'll tell you who it is.
The only one that makes sense.
No, I'll tell you who it is.
It's Rainbow Dash.
I'll tell you who it is.
Spike?
It is Spike.
How the hell is it Spike?
It's Spike because Spike doesn't look like the kind of guy who'd do something like that.
Spike does look like that kind of guy. Spike looks like the type of guy you don't want to take home to mom.
Spike is a cute little dragon, and he gets away with it. He's the one. He's the conductor on.
If
on
anything,
the moonshine.
Spike's the Uncle Jesse of this operation.
No, that's what he wants you to think.
Hey,
That's what he wants you to think. The only reason why Spike is in Twilight Sparkle's shadow is because that's where he thinks he's safest. I'm telling you. Okay, look. I'm sorry. He's a dragon. Okay, the man's a dragon. And not only that.
so are you saying you can't trust dragons?
You can trust dragons.
You cartoon racist!
You can trust dragons. You can trust dragons to deliver your moonshine. I mean, that's what I'm trying to do.
Spike doesn't fly. Spike waddles. Have you not noticed that? He waddles. The only time Spike could ever deliver moonshine in the entire run of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic is in Equestria Girls when he becomes a fucking pooch. I am sorry.
I disagree.
Rainbow Dash can fly, and she has the word dash in her name.
Right, I agree. Rainbow Dash can fly. Rainbow Dash is also fast enough to deliver it. But she's too conspicuous. I still believe that the person who's inconspicuous, Spike, is the one doing it all. He's the one. Okay, look. Hey, man, you know what? Have you ever noticed how he delivers messages? He eats them and they go up. They go to the princess?
Yeah, Princess Celestia.
I'm telling you right now that he can aim that gift. He can swallow moonshine bottles and burp them up and gone, and they're everywhere.
Well, they're going to Princess Celestia. That's it.
They're not just going to Princess Celestia. Oh, come on. Just because every message goes to Princess Celestia does not mean that little dragon can't aim that type of gift at anywhere else. Seriously, come on. He's a dragon. He can do this. He's magical. What are you talking about? God.
I have to disagree, though. I don't think that... And plus, if he swallows the shine, he's going to get drunk.
Not necessarily.
How would he not get completely
Not
dislodged?
necessarily. If he's swallowing... The man swallows scrolls of paper. If he can... Yes, he does. Yes,
I know.
he does.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that. He does.
If he can swallow a scroll of paper, he can swallow a bottle. A full bottle of that. Maybe even a six-pack. Hell, we don't know how much...
Wait a minute.
Maybe we don't know how big his mouth can be.
Well, this is true, and
He's a magical being. Come on.
Wait a minute.
What?
I just learned something.
What's
this
that?
is breaking news.
What is it?
Fluttershy has wings.
No, she doesn't.
Yes, she does. She's a
Fluttershy?
Pegasi.
Really?
Fluttershy's the deliverer.
Fluttershy is too simple.
She's quiet. No one would ever know.
Too simple.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Bo and Luke Duke were dumbasses.
Okay, so it could be Spike and Fluttershy.
Are you telling me? So it's Uncle Jesse and Daisy.
Yeah, probably so. That would be my guess.
All right.
And Spike is not the Uncle Jesse of the.
Well, who would Applejack would be the Uncle Jesse, and that would make Spike and Fluttershy Bo and Luke. We gotta have a stinking Daisy Duke.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Pony's got to do what a pony's got to do. We want you to weigh in on this debate. Send us on who won, who lost. Send us your opinion. Does Applejack make moonshine? All right, so the second debate topic: Smurfs. Smurfity Smurf.
Hey, there's no need for that language, huh?
Oh, wait till the end of this debate.
Oh my God.
So the question is how do the Smurfs repopulate? Since before Gargamel created Smurfette.
Well,
run.
Okay, well, see, here's the deal. First off, Smurfette was created by Gargamel. Okay?
Right, I just said
but
that.
The Smurf race has been around.
There's no women.
They're probably, my guess is they're probably
they're not like the opposite of spiders. When they have sex with a woman, they eat her.
No, dude, what I'm trying to say is they're probably asexual. They probably reproduce asexually.
I've just got this mental image of a Smurf smurfing himself. Just like carrying a baby and then delivering the little Smurf.
Well, I mean, come on, let's be honest. I mean, they're forest creatures.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
how do we know they can't mate with... How do we know there's not some kind of Smurf
magical potion.
The Smurf mating stone or something. I mean, come on. Okay.
Smurf harmony.
Smurf.
Plenty of Smurf.
Oh God.
Smurf Cupid.
But it's never been proven that Smurfette was nothing more than a girl Smurf. In other words, nobody spread her legs and said, "Oh my God, look, there's nothing there."
She's a whore.
She is not a whore.
She's not a nice lady either. Smurfette's a whore.
Well, that can't be true because her and Papa Smurf are like, well, okay, I can see it.
Who's your daddy? Papa Smurf.
Yeah. I'm just saying, Smurfette was just created so the Smurfs would have some women,
Okay.
I mean, come on.
So, Gargamel creates Smurfette to try to lure the Smurfs in because they never see women Smurfs.
Exactly.
Okay, so being that said,
right,
there is no possible way they can reproduce. I'm sorry.
Okay, so then
there are no women Smurfs.
Okay, so they can't reproduce. All right, so what are you saying? Are they just something that spawned there and live immortality forever?
I'm starting to think it.
Well, I mean, it's very possible. They're woodland creatures. They're magical creatures. Yeah, I can see them, I mean...
However, I do think when all the Smurfs see Smurfette for the first time...
Oh, yeah?
They want to Smurf her and her Smurf and Smurf.
Wow, that's just so Smurfy of you.
I know, I have to. I'm going to Smurf her in her ass.
Well, I mean, we've never seen... Well, here's the funny thing. We've never seen any real interaction between Smurfs and Smurfette. I mean, there's the friendship. No, there's the friendship.
Oh, you mean sexually?
Sexually. We've never seen a relationship where Smurfette is in love with somebody else, say Vanity. I mean, who could you love Vanity anyway? But still, you don't have that emotional connection. You've never had that Smurfy emotional connection. You've only got, friends. I mean, I hate to say it, but every Smurf in that fucking village is her brother.
Smurfette. And she's the Joe Dirt of the Smurf world. Smurfette is your common Smurf slut. Because that's the type of woman that's just like, will spread for anybody. Okay, I'm sorry. Smurfette's fucked everyone in the Smurf world. I'm going to say that even she has probably got freaky with Gargamel's dog.
Are you listening to yourself?
Yes.
Are you listening to yourself? Are
you want to know?
Are you hearing what you're saying?
I figured it out.
Smurfette is
a
not
Smurf slut.
Smurfette is not a whore or a slut because
we don't know this.
No, she isn't because you're right. I don't know for sure, but I'm just saying when you have that much of a pick of men in the village,
you sleep with everybody.
What if it's, you sleep with one Smurf, you slept with them all? I mean, what if it's like that? What if she just got completely bored? I mean, let's be honest.
So who would have had the sloppy seconds in the Smurf village? Because Papa Smurf's going first.
Oh, no, Papa Smurf is her father type figure. No, that's not going to happen. No, it's not going to happen. But I will say Smurfette does have daddy issues.
And then she's probably fucked Papa Smurf.
She's not fucking
Papa Smurf's probably like the youngest Smurf there is, and he's pulling a Barney Stinson. Just throwing that out there.
Well, I gotta say, he's probably one of the greater guys. But, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, who wants to... Joking Smurf. Would you want to... I mean, come on.
I will say this.
I mean, let me just say one more thing.
I just wish I knew how they repopulated. That's all I want to know.
There's a Smurfette, but there's no fucking Smurf. Or there's no penis Smurf, or there's no...
How do we know there's no penis Smurf?
There's no Barney Stinson Smurf.
We don't know this.
Well, it's true, we don't. I mean,
I think there are Smurfs that weren't on the show.
Okay, give me some names. Go for it.
Smurfs that weren't on the show?
Smurfs that weren't on the show. Give me names if you got any. Come on.
Sexual deviant Smurfs.
Leather Smurf.
Who's your daddy Smurf? And just out of shits and giggles, because we did this on 2 episodes ago, Suicide Smurf.
God.
I gotta say, I want to know how there's more Smurfs, because at some point in the cartoon, and anybody can correct me if I'm wrong, there's a Smurf baby.
There is a Smurf baby.
How the fuck did the Smurf baby get there?
If I remember correctly, Smurf baby Smurf baby was actually magically created. It was a flower. I remember kind of like all the Smurfs gathered around this flower, and the flower opened, and
so the Smurfs are high.
And Smurf baby was wrapped in his little clothes, and he was there. And Smurf baby I remember this baby Smurf was carried by Baby Smurf was carried by Smurfette all the time. All the time.
So the Smurf baby was created by a flower.
Yeah.
So are you telling me these Smurfs are the ultimate hippies?
They're magical.
They're
magical.
They're high as fuck. Let me rephrase that. Sorry, I should have said fuck. They're high as Smurf.
Hi, Smurf.
I think for one episode, we should just replace every curse word with the word Smurf.
Oh, Smurf that.
All right. That does wrap up this edition of the Nerd Debate.
I'm not finished.
You are finished.
Okay, I'm finished.
You are Smurfing done.
I am not Smurfing done, you Smurf.
If you have an argument here, is Smurfette a slut? How do they actually reproduce? Send us your arguments to Send us your garguments.
Oh, God.
Send us your arguments to thebuzzkilllive@gmail.com. And we will be right back with everyone's favorite lovable doctor of science.
That's right.
Dr. Science.
He's in the house.
And now Chris Knight with I Just Don't Give a Damn.
I just don't give a damn.
And that was Chris Knight with I Just Don't Give a Damn. This is the Dr. Science Show, and my name is Dr. Science. For any of you who do not know who I am, Dr. Science, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I went to the finest institutions: Harvard, Yale, Princeton, Pepperdine, Rosemary Community College. I worked at NASA, and I taught high school chemistry in a small town in Missouri. Now, today we have a letter from a little girl named Jenny from Seattle, Maryland.
Dr. Science?
Yes, Billy.
What are we doing standing on top of this here building?
You will find out after I read the question. Stop getting impatient, you little shit. All right.
Okay.
Stand there and be quiet.
Okay.
You will learn about science.
But I already know about science.
No, you don't, Billy. Shut up. All right. The letter says, Dear Dr. Science. Hey, that's me. Dear Dr. Science, how does gravity work? Love, Jenny from Seattle, Maryland. All right. So today, little Billy, I'm going to teach you how gravity works.
Okay.
Now, gravity works like this. Do you see this apple?
Uh-huh.
If I drop this apple from the side of this building,
Right?
it's going to go down and make a giant noise on the sidewalk. It's
it's
going to
not.
turn into apple butter.
Okay.
We are 47 stories up, kid.
That's a little dangerous.
It's going to turn into apple butter. I'm going to drop the apple now.
Oh, there it goes.
And there it falls.
Oh, no.
It hit
hit a
somebody.
cop.
Oh, my bad. Better than peeing on his head.
Right.
Okay. So, little Billy, to show you how gravity really works, and there's a whole bunch of numbers, there's a mathematic calculation and all that stuff that I can't explain to you right now because you're going to jump off the building to see how gravity works.
I'm going to what?
You are going to jump off the building to see how gravity works, Billy.
Is that why I'm wearing this backpack?
Yes.
Is it a parachute?
Little Billy is wearing a backpack with a parachute made of lead in it.
I don't think this is a very smart idea, Dr.
Billy,
Science.
shut up. I am a genius. I scored a 192 on my IQ test.
But Dr.
You don't know shit.
But Dr. Science,
What?
This is a really bad idea.
This is the best idea I've had since putting a cat in the microwave.
That was a terrible idea, and this one too.
That was a great idea. All
not-
right, little Billy, you're about ready to jump. Are you ready?
Okay, I'll jump.
Now remember, this is real life and not the Matrix, little Billy. You're not going to bounce.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
I'm going to push you off the side now.
Ah, fuck you, Dr. Science. Ah!
Little Billy did not bounce. Let me explain to you how that works. I want you to go to your kids' toy room. I want you to pick up a Rawlings basketball and drop it. When it bounces, that's not what Billy did. Billy just went splat. Little Billy is now dead.
Dr. Science.
Little Billy apparently is not dead. What, little Billy?
I survived. I think my ribs are broken.
Curses, foiled again by the great Dr. Claw. All right, so next time on the Dr. Science Show, we are going to study the effects of alcohol on a little kid.
I think I need to go to the doctor.
Are you looking for that perfect gift for that special someone? Then look no further than the Craving Humor Store. We have everything you've ever wanted and then some. That's www.zazzle.com/cravinghumor. It's that sad, sad time of the show, everybody, where we have to tell about what we learned because the show is coming to an end. I have a tear in my eye already. Yeah. But we will discuss next week at the end of this. Chris Knight, what'd you learn in today's episode?
I learned that Smurfette is a slut. I also learned that Fluttershy might actually be a Flutterslut, too. I've learned that Little Billy bounces quite well, even though he doesn't. And...
Little Billy, let me tell you about the Matrix.
Oh, God. And I truly believe that I have learned. Well, I have learned. That's all. Go on.
This is the first episode that I can honestly say that I learned beating a woman with a chicken.
Oh.
Is an offense.
That's true.
You can. Dogs are really lazy at times.
Well, dogs can actually get fired. That's
I know
that.
I also learned that McDonald's will not get your order right. And that makes me sad in pants.
It does make me sad, too.
And the other thing I learned is that you can expect the unexpected on this show.
I agree with that.
All right. So, episode, our Valentine's Day, our anti-Valentine's Day episode.
Boy.
Our middle finger to love. All right. So, we want you to send in your worst date stories. Send it to thebuzzkillblog@gmail.com or thebuzzkilllive@gmail.com. We will read them on the next episode. We also will have a nerd debate all over love. Headlines with a love feeling. And the return of everyone's favorite couple on this show, Stefan and Fernando.
That's right.
With what to get your significant other for Valentine's Day.
Oh, no, wait. I don't know about that, dude. Fernando and Stefan, are they really...
I think they are the perfect couple to decide on what to get people for Valentine's Day.
All right, well, I hope so.
Also, this week on thebuzzkillmagazine.com, do not forget that we are going to be having a debut of Lonely and Jealous, the story of my left hand. We're also going to have the next adventure in the journey. We're going to have so much stuff going on this week. Holla Hotties, Holla Hunks, everything related around Valentine's Day. You can also dedicate a retro video to someone and send it to him as a Valentine.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's going on. That wraps up this edition of the Buzzkill Live. How do you feel, Chris?
I feel great.
I know you do.
I feel good. I feel fantastic.
I feel...
Now I feel terrible because you're singing.
Feel
Stop.
like a natural woman.
Stop.
All right, guys. That does it for this edition. For Chris Knight.
Yo.
Okay,
bye.
1988 called. They want their MTV Raps back.
Yo, I'm gone here.
As for Chris Knight, I'm Richard Pruitt. We will see you on Friday for our Anti-Delilah show.
Yes.
Well, I guess that means that only one person can end this show better than I can. Torgo, take us out.
There we go.
You cannot stay. The master would not approve.